So, first of all, thank you very much for joining us today. Really appreciate your time. We do have lots of webinars and online activities, general, global for EMEA, but this time we wanted to speak specifically to you, to the Adriatic region, to understand your questions and also to explain you what's going on in Trellix, what strategy do we have this year, what changes do we have this year, and I think that's important that we can speak closely to you. And today, you will hear some news from myself, Ksenia Matsenko. I am Distribution and Channel Manager in Eastern European region in Trellix. We do also have special guests, Magdalena Ostrovich. Magda, sorry if I will not pronounce your surname correctly. I think it's okay. It will be worse with Mihai. So Magda is a new addition to our region. She is a dedicated regional partner manager for our platinum partners. And also Mihai, I will not do this, Mihai sorry. Yeah, so Mihai is with us from the last year. And he is on the position of our solution engineer in Trellix for Eastern Europe. We're very happy to have you in our team. Even I cannot pronounce your surname correctly. Sorry. And of course, David, we have Real Security today, the organizer of this webinar, and people who are supporting you with Trellix question each day in your region. And David, thank you very much for making this webinar happen and for all your great support. And also to people who are behind, like Miriata. Thank you very much, guys. So we do have, I think, nice agenda for today. We will spend around 20 minutes of your time introducing you the local team, our new, not new, but improved partner program. We will explain you what is seismic platform and how certifications are working at the moment in Trellix. We also will share with you SPIFs that we have in Q1 and events that you, I hope, will attend after this webinar. That's the program for 20 minutes. Another 40 minutes, I think, will be together with Mihai, and I think that's extremely important part where we'll speak about portfolio, about platform, about our updates, and about roadmaps in the main pieces of this platform. So please stay with us till the end, and I hope we will be around 1 hour altogether. So it should be okay. Introducing the regional team. Here it's important because this year we made some changes, and the biggest change is that we separated a government sector on EMEA level in a separate structure. And talking about Eastern Europe region, it will be Arpad as regional account manager who is leading this piece. So that means that all government customers in your region, Slovakia, Slovenia and Croatia mostly, will be together with Arpad this year. Andrea will support Arpad in Croatia and Slovenia from commercial part. So all commercial accounts that are not governmental actually is together with Andrea. Here we're speaking mostly about new business. And all in other countries from your beautiful regions will be in commercial segment as well. And Chafik is a person who is supporting us this year. I would say it's probably temporary. The position is still open, but he is the person who is supporting us at the moment. The change is big because if you remember last year we had Marta in the region, so she is joining now another region. She's still with us, but yes, for you to understand, yeah, now this is people for new business that you should reach if you have any questions, especially discount questions, etc. We also have this split in technical team. Even you will see Mihai, I think, most of the time together with us, supporting channel as well. We do have with Andrea, another sales engineer dedicated to our region, and this is Srini. So again, each time you reach our sales people for support with technical questions, you will have to work with these two people, of course, real security on top. And this is people who support you from perspective of channel. As I said, this is myself, distribution and channel manager, and this is Magda, who is leading our platinum partners in the region. So we have now a dedicated person to the region who will treat platinum partners and all the questions that are always nice, as I said. We also have customer success manager. This is people who support us with renewables mostly. And this is Angelica, who will support commercial part of the business, and open position for government business who works with ARPA. Again, you always, if you are confused, you reach us, you reach Real Security, and we always will pass your questions to the correct people inside our organization. And Real Security, our value-add distributor. David, please introduce your team.
Yeah, I think most of the people on this call know us, at least some of us. So we basically have 3 people more on the sales side taking care of you. So I'm leading more, let's say, the partner relationships in marketing activities and major projects, while we have Marco and Aljaž, that Marco is handling more day-to-day business with small and medium business new stuff and renewals. And Aljaž is taking care of more small business renewals that are of bigger volume. So sometimes I know we are maybe a bit hard to reach, but this is purely because we are trying our best to always serve everybody in a quick way. But this can, of course, in the amount of business that you are generating with us, and we thank you all partners for that. Sometimes not possible to do in the daytime, but we are always doing the best to respond in such a way. Then in the next slide, we have some additional team members that are not working directly in sales. So our double D, Damian and Dejan, that are our engineers for Trellix solutions. So anytime you need something more in this respect and you cannot reach Mihai, Dan and Damian are here for your help. And our marketing lady Mireta, that is preparing all our marketing activities and designs and so on. But I'm not sure how much you are in touch with her in terms of our partners. But if you are willing to do some special marketing activities with Trellix, for Trellix, if you need some graphics around it, some messaging or something, you can reach out to her or to me, and we will gladly support that.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for your support, David. And let's move to partner program. We, as I said, it's not a new partner program. We announced Trellix partner program, I think 2 years ago. The name is Extend. But we did some improvements after we got the feedback from the market, from you guys. And what's important, I think the biggest change here will be that we changed partner pillars. We are back again to precious metals. Again, you will see in your partner statuses platinum, gold, and silver. Yeah, so growth became silver, momentum level, gold, and collaborate level became platinum. We are very happy to have all these 3 pillars in your region. We do have platinum partners, gold partners, and silver partners as well. If you will request an authorization letter from, I think, January, you already saw these new names in your authorization letters. And it's also easier for our customers to understand what's going on, because with Collaborate and Momentum, it was a bit confusing. What are the requirements for these statuses? We are sitting in level C. So the requirement for level C for platinum partner will be like the biggest and most important is, of course, annual bookings. Yes, so if you reach annual bookings, we can easily do certification part. Annual bookings for platinum level is from 400K annually, and it's renewal and new business, it's multi-year, it's everything. Each dollar counts. So it's 400 in our money, in Trellix money in general. For gold partner is 250K. That's annual bookings net to Trellix. And another requirement will be certification, and especially for partners who became platinum and gold in 2025, for the guys who already are platinum and gold in our partner program, please make sure that during Q1 you fulfill this requirement for new certification. That is 3 technical and 3 sales for platinum, and this is 2 sales and 2 technical for gold level. For silver, we do not have any specific requirements in certification or bookings, but of course it should be at least 1 transaction. You should stay active with Trellix during the year. And of course, I will enforced to make a certification, because they are updated, and if you want to stay with us, aligned with us, and understand our portfolio, what's going on, this certification, and Magda will speak about them a bit more in details later, is very, very important to have, and also you can use this for your tenders. Another thing is revenue. We do need from, especially from these platinum and gold partners, new business. Yeah, so it's not about only renewal transactions. Thank you very much for making a renewal rotation rate high, but of course it's also new business, and like the split that we at least would love to see from your side is 25% of new businesses in your annual bookings and 75% of renewal rotation rate in your renewal piece.
Maybe just one thing to add, Xenia, regarding certifications. So those numbers, 2 and 3 and so on, these are not per person, right? So we're talking about the actual certificates of different topics, different networks, solutions and so on. So don't be afraid that you need 3 salespeople and 3 technical, for example, for platinum. It can be less people, but this is a number of gain certificates.
It could be 1 person. Yes, super person with superpower. It has all certification. So yeah, absolutely. Depending on your size, on your structure, it's really sometimes could be 1 person. We are absolutely okay with this. We understand that you can have absolutely different structures. What benefits this will bring to you? So first of all, it's super important to understand that deal registration, new business deal registration means protection and higher margin is available for any statuses. And even if you have silver, and let's be honest, the target for silver, so for gold is very, very high, especially for our region, to get 250K annually. That's actually very good business. So absolutely understand that sometimes it's not achievable, especially if we work in small countries, but please be sure that doesn't matter what your status is for deal registration for new business. If you work with us, if you register your deal on time, you will be protected and you will have protection, margin, and all our attention. Doesn't matter of your status. And of course, you can participate in all incentives, programs, promos. Again, your status doesn't matter. What the status gives, so first of all, of course, is gold and platinum in your authorization letter. It is a discount, and we will speak about this a bit later in standard deal registration program. And for platinum partners is also a rebate. And I encourage all platinum partners to make sure that they understand how the rebate program works this year, because it was changed a lot, and we want you to understand and to use this additional benefit of platinum status. As David mentioned, marketing activities, we are ready. We cannot transit MTF budget to you directly, but we are ready to support all your ideas, activities. We have the team to do this. We have real security team to do this. So please, any of your ideas will be appreciated. Enablement offerings, so you do have partner access, you have access to certifications, you do have access to demo center and NFR software. For gold and platinum, this is for scratch. For silver, you just request an exception, and we are always happy to provide this exception to you. Platinum partners, they also must have a business plan finished together with Magda. but it's a separate discussion. Yes, so it's on top for platinum partners. And deal registration, I think this is the most important piece. What is deal registration? This is new business that you go on a partner portal, a Trellix partner portal, you create deal registration for your new business that you find, you just generated a lead, you just had a meeting, you just had a marketing event, and you discovered the interest of Trellix. Right on that time, you go to our partner portal and create deal registration. Then the system inside will check if the project maybe already exists, if maybe Trellix work with it or other partner, or it's a renewal, etc. And as you get an approved status, that means that this deal registration is fixed with you as a partner, and you do have one distributor with real security as distributor. After this, you can start actively working, and be sure that if you work in this deal and update us on time with stages and communicate with us, this deal will be with you and you will be protected. About the protection, David, can you comment here with discounts we give and the standard deal reg program?
Yeah, so basically, as Ksenia mentioned, the registration is very important. I think most of you on this call know that we are always after these deregistrations, that sometimes even we do it for you, but then of course we need to have all the information needed. So if you have any issues doing the deregistration, feel free to reach out to Marco or me, and we'll take care of it for you if needed, or at least guide you how to do it. These discounts that are mentioned here are, as Tanya mentioned, based on valid deal registration. These are discounts that you should, I would say, consider when you are doing some maybe budgeting, upfront discussions with the customer and so on. But of course, I think you are used to also getting more than the paper says. So you always have our and Trellix full commitment to push for the best terms possible, of course, with proper justification. So we need to understand, and maybe this is really important. We need to understand a bit of the background of the project, the competitor landscape, and maybe even more important, the timelines in terms of what are the next steps, at what time they will happen, and when is the project scheduled to close. So don't be afraid to say, hey, we discovered the project for next year and do a deregistration if that is realistic. It's better to understand that it is for next year than to think it is for this year, and this also can affect the actual discounting structure, because we would jointly prepare something with estimation to be closed, I don't know, in August, for example. Well, then it will be moved to December, or even worst case, moved to January. Then the whole structure can change. So rest assured that this can happen. We will try to avoid it, but please put realistic time frames, and all should be fine. Maybe just regarding renewal part, one comment. So 25% is something that should always be reachable, but I think it's more important to really understand what says down at 2 stars at the bottom, that the renewal pricing is based on the previous price, even if it was 1 year ago or 3 years ago, if you or customer bought for longer duration. It is important that your purchasing price should be uplifted for it should be lifted, sorry, for expected 10%. But this means, of course, if you are incumbent partner, meaning this is your account, your project, not just the account. So this is what you sold the last time. You are then protected with at least 15% difference, but we are always trying to make that even more. So this 25% is I would say just a rough guideline, but when you are budgeting further years, you should basically consider what you got in the first run and calculate with 10% uplift, or if you want to be really on the safe side, because you never know when somebody will say something weird, like American president or something, and terms can change immediately. So if there are any questions about it, feel free to reach out back.
Yeah, the most important, just to finalize here, is the level of protection in new business that you see here is the level of protection, not discount, but the level of protection is from 40%. That you can understand that your margin will be protected from 40% of discount, as all other market will get MSRP. MSRP can change quarterly. Our price book is changing quarterly base, but major changes are always usually in Q1. Yeah, so stepping from one year to another, usually we do have a rise of prices, but also it could happen during the year. That's important to understand. And the renewals, as David mentioned, we are protecting the partner that initially sold into this customer this specific solution, yes, for example, endpoint, and we are not considering MSRP here in your price, but consider the previous price that you bought with. So I really consider this partner program very strong. I worked for a long time in partner and then in distributor, so many vendors. And I think that here we really give you some confidence in doing business with us, not only confidence, but money as well. That is very important. Again, please reach us with any specific deal. We are ready to support you.
Maybe just to add something regarding renewal and MSRP and the discount. So to stress again, because we had some issues in some discussions before with that, when it comes to renewal, even if the MSRP or the list price goes up, your purchase price plus the estimated 10% uplift will be honored. So this can mean that, I don't know, if you got 50% 2 years back, and now the list price went up a lot, you might for renewal get even a higher discount because we are honoring your purchase price. So this needs to be pretty clear, because we know that sometimes we got into trouble, or you or other resellers got into trouble because they were presenting just list price to the customer, and they didn't think about that actual purchase price will be honored at the renewal, while the list price went like up significantly.
Very important to understand this. And guys, again, you can unmute yourself and you can ask questions if something is not clear with this program. That's very important for you to understand how this new business and renewal works in Trellix. You can put your questions in Q&A.
Just one note, we didn't say it in the beginning, the session is being recorded. So in case you don't want your voice to be heard, because the recording can be shared with some other resellers that didn't manage to join. If you don't want your voice to be heard, feel free to use the Q&A or the chat for the questions, and we will answer it.
Yeah, true. Okay, great. Again, just to finalize, you have new business, also upsell, also add-on. You go to our partner portal or ask Real Security, create deal registration, get an approval, work with this deal. This is fixed for you as a partner, customer, and product line that you put. It's not the whole customer fixed for you, it's product line that is fixed in this specific project. Then next year, you go into renewal. You do not need to create any deal registration or anything on our partner portal. You from scratch get an incumbency advantage. This is the name of our renewal partner program. You get a special price at the partner that initially sold and then renewed each year. And then let's move forward. And very important thing is about qualification, and David already mentioned this, but just to highlight again, this is a crazy frame of how we qualify pipeline inside Trellix. Of course, I will not explain you all these small pieces and this math big that Matrix sales frame, but just to let you know, inside Trellix, we do have very strict rules of how we qualify our pipeline. The most important is to be clear, stepping from one stage to another, and of course with timing. So it's very important for us, if we commit some deal to be inside, to be placed in some month, specific month, quarter, it has to be in this quarter. So your information that you give to us when we ask all these qualification questions is extremely important. And your deal registration usually works for 120 days. That is 4 months, during which we consider you are making some actions. And we need information back to you to move from unqualified pipeline to qualified pipeline to the next stage. After 120 days, if we do not see any progress at all, this deal registration will be closed. If we absolutely understand 4 months is not enough. If you want to extend this period, we're happy to extend for another 30, 60 days, or even more if it's needed, but we need information from you. So I think real security team usually reaches with different questions, and please be sure that it's not real security or myself who push these questions on your shoulders, but this is something that must be provided if we work with you and if you want to get these big discounts and protection from Trellix. Very simple. Yes, this is crazy MedPick thing. Again, I will not speak about this in details, but the qualification process is very simple, and I think in your company it works absolutely the same way, because it's just a sales process. You find a lead, you have initial contact, you go deal register, you go deal reg it. It's unqualified. To qualify this lead, we need information. What is the need? What is the budget when they have this budget this year, next year? What is the timing? This is this quarter, next quarter, maybe next year. Who is the person who is authorized to make a decision? So a decision maker, we need to understand that we have access to this person. Do we have some competitors? Is it upgrade, or is maybe some competitor migration, etc.? So we qualify this deal. That's very good. So we move on the next stage. And then, of course, we move to things like presentation, POC if it's needed, etc. We move then to specification and proposal, and we also need to understand the buying process very good. If it will be a tender, if a tender will be announced on time, then the order will come after, I don't know, 30 days, after agreement is signed, etc. And the closing date, this should be very clear for us. As David mentioned, we are super happy to give you discounts. We are super happy to negotiate these discounts, but we really need very clear information from you back to us about the stage and time frame of the deal. It's very important to understand, and this is what our salespeople will ask you, or real security to ask you about each deal. That's about partner program, about discounts and rules. I hope everything is clear. Again, please reach us if any issues or questions or requests, and the more you reach us, the happier we are, because that means that we are doing business together. And now let's move to the Seismic platform, because this is absolutely new platform that we introduced, I think, in late Q4, sorry. And I will pass my word to Magda, who will present to you this change. Magda?
Yes, thank you very much, Ksenia. Can you hear me well? Yeah, all fine? Okay, perfect. So just a very good morning from myself, and Ksenia, thank you very much for introducing me already. Just one little comment. I'm really happy to kind of be back to the region that I really like, and I used to work before, so I'm happy to join the region again. So yes, Ksenia said that we are, I'm gonna be now talking about the Seismic platform. What is Seismic platform? If you can change the slide, Ksenia. So first of all, as I said, it's a platform. So it's a place where you as partners and we as Trellix employees are pretty much having access to all the materials that are important and supportive for us when we are doing sales, when we are doing presentations, where we are searching for information regarding our solutions, our processes, and whatever you really need, again, in order to talk to the customers. So this is definitely something that you should be utilizing as partners. And as Ksenia said, from last year, Q4, we have started sharing the licenses for this platform with our partners. I will talk in a couple of minutes, if you still don't have access, how to get it. And I highly recommend you to checking it. So again, what can you get from Seismic? First of all, updated product knowledge. So this platform is being updated on a pretty much daily basis. There are new materials being added. Obviously, our view, like employee view and your view, is a little bit different. However, I can tell you that we are doing our best to make sure that more materials that are useful for you is added there. Also, from this year, you're going to be also able to do your certifications through that platform. And in the next slide, I will show you how to get there. So as Platinum partners, you require, and this is something that Ksenia and David was already mentioning, you require 3 sales certifications and 3 technical certifications. As Gold, 2 sales and 2 technical certifications. And we also highly recommend our Silver partners to definitely do the certifications as well. Now, the certifications are being divided into sales and technical. For salespeople, we have 5 different certifications that have been refreshed. So all the trainings have been refreshed, some new information added, and so on and so forth. So I really recommend you checking it, because it's not only the knowledge, but sometimes you can also find some attached materials that are specifically for particular topic, and so on and so forth. The same story for technical specialist certifications. They have been also updated with all our news that we are putting into our solutions. Again, cleaned up, put into 5 different groups. And yeah, they are available on this Seismic's platform. It doesn't take too long in order to get them. As you can see here, each of them is about 90 minutes. Next slide, please, Ksenia. Yeah, okay. Now, in order to get access to Seismic platform, we will kindly ask you to fill in the form. And in order to get there, again, you log into our partner portal, and then you click on the Trellix University. And there are 2 different tabs. One is when you have access to Seismic already, and the other one when you don't have access to Seismic. If you don't have access to Seismic yet, you click on that button, and then you are being provided with this form that we have print screen here. Please fill it in, send it over, and then within 24 hours, you will receive an email from Trellix asking you to confirm or to accept terms and conditions of Seismic access. Please check also your spam or any other places where this email could go to. That's very important. Once you accept the terms and conditions, then within 48 hours, you will receive information that the access has been granted to you. And from that moment, you can use Seismic platform for certifications and for knowledge search, basically.
Yeah, also to highlight here, we wanted to make a demo, but I don't think we have time. Guys, when you have some question like, we need customer presentation for Trellix EDR. You now go to Real Security or to us. You wait while you, some of us will find time to respond. Now you just go to Seismic, you have a search tab, and you type there anything you want. Let's imagine it's EDR or IE in EDR, etc. And then you will find all materials already available for you for this specific topic. So you can download this customer presentation and have it without reaching us for these things. So just please use this. It's really, really useful.
Thank you. Can I have a next slide, please? Yeah. Okay, Ksenia was mentioning today, and David as well, about profitability for partners. So another thing that I wanted to talk about today is the Trellix Better Together SPIF. very important thing to say is that please know that in some countries it doesn't work, but in those countries that it works, I really encourage you to check it. So we have two different kind of sorts. One is for the pipeline generation. So with every single new deal registration that you register with us still until the end of this quarter, and the deal, there are a couple of conditions that need to be met. First, the deal must be above 20,000 US dollars. Second of all, it has to be a qualified project so that it is that the meeting is confirmed with the customer and that it is approved by our salesperson. So for every single deal registration that complies with these conditions, you as a person, you as a partner will receive a voucher worth $250 for each deal, and there is no cap. So if you give us 5 deal registrations, then obviously you can get 5 vouchers. So it comes as a voucher that can be then used in the, many different shops. It's quite possible to do many different things with this. And so one is for the pipeline generation, and the other one is for closing deal registration project. That again is above the 20K, and it has to happen until the 31st of March. The important thing here is, please, it's not enough just to register this this project and get the approval. What you would need to also do is to go back to the partner portal and register and claim. Oh, that's a good word. Claim that SPIF. So just to fill in a couple of information, it's very simple, a few easy steps. It is pre-populated, so it's just a 1 minute thing to do. And once you submit it, you get an email confirmation from Trellix that this has been approved. And then after a couple of weeks, you receive a voucher. And again, I really encourage you to use it. Another topic I would like to briefly talk about is the Trellix Drive. As you may know, last year we have changed our support packages. So we have now 3 different packages: it's Essential, Advanced, and Elite. And obviously it depends on like the different packages. The price is a percentage of the product. What is important here, just to kind of let you know, here on the slide you have all the description of different packages. What I would really like to highlight here is that with every single package, our customers will also get a possibility to the self-guided training. As you can see, it's included in Essential, Advanced, and Elite. Another important thing is as well that with Advanced and Elite, and customers will receive something which we call flex credits. And these flex credits can be then exchanged into 4 different categories, as you can see. So it can be proactive success services, education services, like different sorts of trainings, consulting services, and premium services experience. So I think just for you to kind of pay attention to that. If you need any further information, happy to support you. Another thing I would like to encourage you a lot is to take part into our Trellix webinars. So the first one that I would like to highlight here is Trellix Ultimate AI Assisted Capture the Flag Challenge, something that is happening already next week. Here is the link to registration. Highly recommended to see and check this webinar. And also, we are back with our partner boost calls. You should be receiving invitation for the calls shortly. I think one you might have already received for the sales partner boost. call, and then the technical one is going to happen next week. So these are the calls where we as Trellix are passing on to you the relevant and most up-to-date information regarding sales or technical. Last year, our technical partner boost call was called a little bit different. It was called Partner Trellix Hub CTO. But we got a very good feedback, and I think we wanted to do it again. And it's going to be quarterly. And here, David, if you can mention a couple of words about this initiative.
Yeah, basically we are organizing, I would say, holding a series of more technical webinars or workshops, you want to say it like this, on specific topics. They will be mainly held by our engineers, Dan, Damian, with Mikhai's support too. I'm not sure if you already got the invites, but we'll be sending this out shortly. So because the first one is already next week, those webinars are aimed at really more technical knowledge. It will be around actual demonstration of the products, not to be bored by PPTs. And I would strongly encourage you to be on those webinars, especially if you are maybe not that much familiar with specific solution, because I know that in our Trellix partnership network, we have partners that are coming from ex-FireEye side, some from ex-McAfee side. So it's not very, let's say, sure that you know all the perks that Trellix can bring. And especially on the endpoint, there's quite some development with the unified agent and so on. So feel free to join, either technical or sales, and want to have a bit of actual knowledge or actual feeling of how a product works. And Michal, correct me if I'm wrong, I think we also added on this list just recently also a data security or DLP topic, so this will be added. There is one landing page with all those webinars on it, and we will be sharing this link with you shortly. I will also put it in the chat here.
Yeah. So you ask us for this to make some local technical trainings, and we are doing this especially for you. So please share with your engineers, please join these sessions. I think that's really, really important to understand what's going on with portfolio. And unfortunately, I think we did not give a lot of time to me to present. It was not 20 minutes, Magda. Sorry, guys.
But this Zoom is for 2 hours, so that means I still have 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Don't say that, people will start logging off immediately.
So can you share your screen?
Yeah. Before Michal takes over, we have a few questions. Michal, I think you see them in the Q&A, so I'm not sure if you want to answer this first. Some questions, and as I see also Robert is raising the hand, so Robert, you can simply unmute yourself, and if you have some more sales-related questions or something, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, it was by mistake. I was trying to find Q&A.
I was preparing myself for good question.
Sorry.
No, good. The questions in Q&A, they're mostly technical. So yeah, if Micha, you can at the moment just switch your, can we switch presentations? Can you share yours?
I can, yeah, let me see. I have to send request. You are still sharing?
I think so.
Yeah, so, okay. So, okay.
Ksenia, it's the best that you unshare your screen, although Micha, you should be also able to share it now.
Yeah.
In parallel.
Fine. I'm doing it right now.
And no questions.
No, so no questions for you, yeah.
No questions for me, yeah. Always for you.
always, yeah. Okay, this one with Mandiant intelligence. I'm not sure exactly if I understand.
So maybe we just read out the question so all the others will know what we're talking about. So the question is if in the XDR there is still ambient intelligence included or?
I think, yes, we still work with them, and it was minimum, I think, 5 years contract, and we can recheck this, but I do think that still we have, yes.
Just for the information, you know, Mandiant is with Google.
Yeah, but we have cooperation
yeah.
with the intelligence. Mhm.
And GUI for IVX, as I know, we already have it. So
Yeah, as I know, this is also there. I
Yeah.
recall, Damian, you were already working with it in our labs also, right?
okay. And
Yeah. So
ERA rules in EDR and Sigma rules in Helix EDR. I think this is on the roadmap. I'm not sure I have slides on the slides this, but I think there is something.
So regarding the GUI in IVX, for the next question, it's already there. So it's fully on-prem. It's there is a GUI. It looks very similar to the cloud version.
mhm.
Okay, thanks, Damian.
Yep.
This with Yara we will recheck, yeah, just to make sure we are not.
Okay. Let me skip quickly,
Yeah.
then go into this because I don't think I will have too much time. But anyway,
Yeah. But can you share your screen because I don't see? Do you see?
Yeah. I mean, we see it, but you are still sharing yours, as I see.
Stop
And,
sharing. Okay,
not-
stop sharing. Yes, good. And also just to reply on another question that I saw in chat about government price book, a very, very good question. Yes, a big change of this year. We do not have any more separate price books for commercial, education and government. We do have just one price book that is for commercial. Why it was changed? The price was not so different. That was a general decision of the company, not only for our region, but on a global level. Again, the SKU will change a little bit. That could be important for some your renewals and tenders. So please reach us if you have any specific question about government price book or SKUs, and we will also make some specific letters, etc. But good question. Mihai?
okay. Good. So I since the time is limited, I will just skip to the interesting slides. What I wanted to have with this this presentation is to give you a quick overview of what we have done in 2024 and what we have on roadmap for 2025. So you might see things like the one you already asked, IVX with the GUI, as something was done. So that's why I wanted to just inform you about everything that was done till now. So there are a couple of things. This is a very good slide for showing how much improvement we have done in one single year, because this is actually the work which was done in 2024. EDR detections, we have an increase of 100% of the detection rate. In the accuracy of email detection, we increased it from 99.4 to 99.95. So it's almost there. And what else? DLP engine was re-architecture. So now on the endpoint level, it takes less CPU and it performs basically better. That's why we also considered adding OCR on the endpoint level, something that was not till now, was only on the on the network DLP prevent machines. Now we will have it in the endpoint pretty soon. And a couple of other things like adding the artificial intelligence, which increased a lot optimized a lot the work of SOC analysts. So triage is basically done automatically by WISE. Okay, so let's take them now step by step. What we have done. IPS, the former McAfee IPS, is integrated now with the IVX. So for the customers who had ATD before, now it's fine. You can migrate them to IVX. Threat intelligence exchange, the local cloud we have, yeah, for reputational things, we integrated with IVX. So now IVX is basically pushing the reputation into Thai, like ATD was doing before. Email collaboration. The goal is to have DLP integration with all our email collaboration platforms, so both cloud and on-prem. For now, we have done the cloud integration. So email security from the cloud is now ETP is now integrated with the DLP. NDR and NX now are integrated with the GTI instead of DTI. Basically, GTI is the new, the winner, let's say, from the both cloud reputation solutions we had. So that's the reason why GTI will be now the cloud reputation for NDR. Cloud email is integrated with Cloud IVX. Insights. I'm not sure how familiar with are you with Insights. This is our threat intel platform, manual. I call it the manual threat intel platform, where you can search for campaigns, ransomware, phishing, whatever type of threat campaigns are right now in the world. You can focus on your region. You can focus on the financial or the vertical, the customer vertical. And right now, it's basically leveraging it's allowing all our products to leverage the intelligence. And pretty soon, in the next price book, it will be added basically to all our bundles. Intelligence, the artificial intelligence, which is called Trellix Wise in our case, is now integrated with EDR, NDR in beta still, email also in beta, XDR it's already there. Okay. Unified EDRF, this was a very weighted product. So finally, we managed to release the version 1.0 of EDR with forensics, which is basically a merge, a combination of former Envision EDR and FireEye HX. I'll just go very quickly. So let's go for the roadmap. The main idea that you have to understand is the whole roadmap is built on the principle of flexibility for the customer, meaning all the products will be available in three deployment types: full cloud, SaaS, meaning full on-prem or hybrid. So that's why you'll see a lot of things from the roadmap is based on this major focus that we have right now. Yeah. So, for example, in this new model, we want to bring the X console, which is actually the EPO version in the cloud. We want to bring it on-prem. As you know, EPO and X console, they look similar, but actually is not the same thing. And this is the reason why right now it's a big push to reshape the X console, re-architecture it as a platform of itself, and very modular, so it can be migrated everywhere. So it can be in our SaaS, it can be on-prem, It can be in your own, I don't know, Azure, for example, or AWS location. And right now there is a POC already done for this. And everything, all the applications will be run as containers. That's the idea. Imagine it as you have your smartphone and you start adding apps. It's the same principle. Wise, as I said, because this is the direction, this is the focus we have right now, to be able to run everything in either cloud or on-prem. We have Trellix Wise, which is the artificial intelligence. We have it right now in the cloud, but we want to bring it on-prem. And the developers are working very hard to make it work with less CPU, less resources. So it will be, affordable by the customers to actually run it on-prem. This is a new feature for IVX. It's called content disarmament and reconstruction. What it does actually, it's able to remove the dynamic part of the files. For example, the macros, in Office files, or the dynamic content in PDF files, and strip that and send the clean file to the end user. Bring your own data lake is our way to be opened to third parties that will allow the customer to be completely on-prem and without any kind of link with the cloud, and to build their own LLM, to have their own artificial intelligence, their own model. So we allow this for the customer, and we can leverage this AI in our products for, let's call it, the air gap environments, for example, where there is no possibility to actually retrieve the knowledge from the cloud. Okay, so convergence, as I said, this is the way we want to, and another focus is building as a platform. So right now we have different solutions, and what we want to achieve is to have platforms, not solutions, that will be integrated between them and able to make the life easier for the end user. So the main portfolios: unified EDRF experience. This is the first step. After that, we will focus on bringing it on-prem. Fix the former FireEye HX issues, because this will be basically still the pillar in the EDRF solution. We changed the focus in Helix, our XDR solution, from being in a race of adding as many as possible, as many connections as possible with the third parties. We now focus on integrated more tighter with our own solutions. So it will be a more integration on the response part for Helix. DLP will be re-architectured this year to be basically seen as a service, as a scanning engine available for any product we want. And as I said before, we want to provide insights in all our products to leverage the intelligence we have. This is the life of the analyst right now using our solution. This is why we are working on it very hard, because in case the customer wants EDR with forensics, they actually have to perform investigations right now in two different user interfaces. One is the former Envision EDR, the other one is the former FireEye HX console, which is not normal. This will be changed pretty soon. So it's scheduled for Q2. Actually, somewhere in May, as I know, it's scheduled for version 2.0. So that one will be a major breakthrough, let's say, because it will allow you to push upgrades from pure HX customers to the new version of EDR Forensics. And there will be a lot of improvements for the HX server, because the idea is we want to have this headless in the future. So this is the future architecture of the EDR with the forensics solution. We will have EPO just for management, deployment, role-based access, policy pushing, all these kind of administrative things. But when it comes to investigation, actually everything will take place in the EDR console. HX console will be gone. HX as a machine, as a virtual machine or a physical machine, will still be in the environment, but it will be headless. Basically, there will be no more web interface to it. Once it's installed, it's integrated with EPO. That's it. You should not ever touch it after that, except for upgrading it. Okay, so then also, as I said, we focus on bringing EDRF on-prem. So this will be in the later stage after we unify this experience. So we get rid of the HX web interface, and we have one unified interface where you can actually have actions from both solutions. Then we'll focus also on bringing this solution on-prem. Okay, so again, it's same thing. Helix. Helix, as I said, it will be, we'll work hard on integrating it with all our solutions. So this will be in also in Q2. Okay, one DLP. This new DLP scanning engine will basically be connected to any kind of solution that can use the DLP technology through the IVX machine. So in case the customer has, for example, email security, through the IVX machine, they will be able to retrieve also the DLP scanning engine and provide scanning capability, DLP scanning capabilities to the outbound emails. This is just an example. Data loss prevention. This is how it looks today. So we have endpoint, we have the network side being the prevention, discover, and monitor. All these will be changed to basically from the perspective point of view. So we'll still have endpoints, we'll still have network appliances, but the engine that will run on all of them will be the same. This allows our teams, our developers to work together in the same direction, because right now there are different teams for endpoint, for network. So the main idea is to bring everyone together in one single place. So it will not be a big change from the let's say the servers and the control, the sensors point of view. Will still have the same, but the integration will be done differently. Insights everywhere, so not only everywhere, but in the bundles from the commercial point of view, but also the API will be developed, so all the intelligence that right now is accessible in a manual way, basically it's a web interface where the analyst can go and search for different things. It will be a more much better integrated in our products using API. Okay. Regarding the bundles, right now this is what we have for endpoint, and this is subject to change. You'll see the changes in the next price book. I think it's in April. And this is basically the big change. Instead of having so many bundles, we'll have only 3, which will be available either as a SaaS or on-prem. These will be the 3 bundles that we will have. Don't mind the names. These might be subject of change, even the contents probably. So just keep in mind the final version will be in the price book. But this is the idea. Yeah, there will be only 3 packages for this. Depending on the maturity level of the customer, they can go for core, which is the basic anti-malware solution, ENS, with a taste of EDRF, granting them 5% of the licenses to be used also for EDRF. Then we have the complete version, which allows full EDRF coverage, and Elite, which is by the way, this is answering one of the questions, which was Yara, related to Yara. So it will be also available in this bundle. And one thing, attack path detection, it's a very nice feature. It allows you to ask the solution what would happen if a breach would be in a particular point in your network. It's a nice, I think we have a couple of slides, a couple of screenshots I can send you offline. And some other services that will be MDR and second sight. Second sight, I think I have here the slide. So MDR, it's managed detection response. It's a service right now is done by a team located in US. So we don't have a team here in Europe. And it requires for the customer to have a SaaS version of our solutions, even if the SaaS is hosted in Europe. So it's fine, but just keep this in mind. The people who are working are located in US. And second site, which is some kind of a add-on for our endpoint network or email products, which is like it's similar with the Falcon Overwatch from CrowdStrike. This kind of service where our engineers can help the customer to investigate things. So it's not full MDR. The customer still has the all the access and everything, all the administrative permissions to the systems. They are doing most of the work, but also our analysts can step into some kind of calls and help them investigate. For network security, these are a couple of screenshots from the new NDR solution. And I'm struggling right now to get a lab running for this. I don't know when it will be done, but just for information, in April is scheduled for release. We don't have an exact date, but April is the one. Okay, what happened? This just a second. Something happened. I think I clicked on. Just a second to see how we can make it again. Are you able to see it?
We
Yeah,
see
we
it
see
there. Mhm.
and their packaging simplification page.
Okay, good. It looks different now from my side. Anyway, so as for the endpoint, we have the same. Oh, sorry. We have the same approach. We want to make it easier for you guys to quote it, and also for the customer to understand the contents and whatever all the details that come with every package. So there will be essentials, core. I think the last one is already changed. It's not called complete, it's called enterprise. So ignore the names. The idea is to understand there will be 3 packages. You'll soon see them in the price book. Some nice things, yeah, is the Trellix Wise Edition, which is the artificial intelligence. This will be available in the core edition, and together with some other benefits that you can see. But as I said, don't hold on this. This is subject to change. We'll see it in the next price book. For email security, it was a big focus to make IVX look the same as ATD, to have all the capabilities. And basically this is the next, everything was done, but the next feature which is still not done is the email SMTP capability, but this is scheduled for I think Q2. So pretty soon it will be done, so everyone can migrate to IVX. For email security, the major feature added, which will be actually a new SKU, is phishing simulator. This will be as an add-on to the cloud version of email security, and it's a let's say full-fledged solution for simulating phishing campaigns in the customer environment. I can give you more information about this if it's important for you. And yeah, Trellix Wise, which will help a lot in the detection rates. For data security, I mentioned before there will be OCR. So this will increase efficiency for sure, and the detection rate will be much better. One very nice feature, something that will probably be very appealing for the customers, especially for the ones who don't have a full army in the security department that can actually build DLP policies. There will be an AI assisted wizard, let's call it, or something like that. Something that can help the end user actually create policies, add exceptions, investigate the incidents. So it will make the life easier for the customer. Data security is something we kind of left undeveloped for some time, and right now the developers started again working on this, and there will be available a couple of new integrations with cloud native databases. And one thing to mention, the solution will be migrated in EPO, because right now it's working also on EPO, but as I know, not so great. It had its own interface, which is very old. Cryptography, we'll start in using post-quantum ciphers for cryptography. Okay, so that's pretty much everything. These are the priorities. So this is the slide that you should remember after this meeting. We want to create everything as a platform. We want to give to the customers flexibility so they can go either full SaaS, full cloud, full on-prem or hybrid, and simplification from the commercial point of view. Okay, good. That would be all from my
And
side.
we have some questions, Mihai, if you...
Yes. Yeah, now I
technical
can take the questions. So let's see.
And please, if you have any questions, type them in Q&A so we can go. And
When we can expect the agent to push event logs in Helix because we have users who do not have HX and custom push Windows event logs is quite complex. HX has a nice module event log streaming that does this. Can we export such a model in the endpoint or in the future EDR? Yeah, version 2.0 will have basically everything that HX had before. So I know we are still missing a lot of modules, a lot of features that HX had, but this will be changed in the version 2.0. So the idea is all the logs will be, but you are saying about Helix. Helix it will have a tighter integration with EPO. So basically, whatever is in EPO will be also in Helix. Okay, then the next one. Is there a possibility to develop in McAfee Insights that feel for expert roles instead of going through each campaign? Yeah, I think somehow I answered to this question. There is a big push to develop API integrations with all our products. So I'm not sure if there will be a magic button inside to actually create some rules for you, but at least it will give you the text that you can copy and paste. And I think we already have something right now to give you the text for the expert rule, for example, and you'll be able to copy paste it in ENS. I'm not sure if there will be actually full integration, so you'll just click add the rule and it will do the magic in the backend. This is something I have no idea right now. The same in EDR bulk import, we don't have an import for IP, just for hash. Okay, I'm not sure about this particular import of IP, not just for hashes. I don't know. I can ask. Let me take a note on this.
I will make a note, Mihai, you just...
You'll make a note? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good. When can we expect additional playbooks in XDR? For now, there are only 9 of them. When it is planned. XDR, one thing that I haven't mentioned, we just acquired a SOAR company, and we started working on integrating it in our XDR in Helix. So Helix will have full SOAR capabilities. Right now, I know there is something, but it's a basic integration, and this is the focus we have on Helix this year, to develop the full SOAR capabilities for our solutions. So it will be integrated with NDR, with EDR. So you can, for example, contain everything from a couple of clicks in Helix. Don't have to switch to all the interfaces for all products we have. So yeah, there will be a lot of playbooks. Any plans for SIM? I just had a call today with an expert in SIM, and he told me it seems SIM will be brought back to attention. Of course, Helix will be the main platform for SOC, but because of compliance reasons, SIM is still here, and there will be no, let's say, there are no plans to make it obsolete, at least not for now. And I'm not sure about how much development it will be in this direction. I don't expect too much improvement from the, I don't know, web point of GUI point of view, or some other, I don't know, maybe integrations with some new connectors, yeah, some new data sources probably, but I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything, concrete about this. But as I said, I had a discussion with someone which is an expert in SIM, and he's very close with the developers, and he said, yeah, we will bring it back. This is the news.
And I think that very important advantage of Trellix is hybrid portfolio, what Mihai also mentioned, that we do have, and we will develop, and we develop both cloud and on-prem, and especially with all these geopolitical tensions that you can see in news, opening your news each day now. I think that on-prem platform, on-prem piece of the platform is becoming extremely important, and many vendors that developed only cloud and put all efforts in cloud, probably they do not have this advantage, and it's heavy to have it. So SIM is in our price book, and there is no plan to cancel it. And as Mihai mentioned, it is a plan to develop it. And also all endpoint bundles and other solutions that will exist in both on-prem and cloud options. So we can offer our customers hybrid approach, depends on their needs, also your local regulators requirements, and etc. I think that's very important, again, especially with what's going on now in the world. I do not see any other questions, and we 27 minutes late, but I do hope that this webinar was useful for you, that you got some additional new information. And as you have any additional questions, this is the team that work for you. You know our faces now, you know salespeople, you do have real security locally in your market. And please attend these webinar sessions that David presented. For each product line, you will have much more deeper information and visibility into what's going on inside our portfolio. We're developing now very, very fast. This is what we probably missed a year or two ago, but now we are back on track, and things are happening very, very fast. So please be sure that you are aware of all these changes. And thank you very much for your everyday support and work with us. We really, really appreciate you.